Wow. Wow, how often do we see this in cricket? No ball bowled by Akil Hossain. Rashad Harris edging to first slip. Justin Gillen completing the catch. How unfortunate is this? We'll wait to see how much that will cost the Queen's Park unit. Harris being gifted a life here. Second no ball of the over being bowled by Akil Hossain. He'll be very disappointed with that. Another vociferous appeal by the Queen's Park unit. Harris chipping down the wicket, not making any contact. The ball hitting him on the full, on the pad. Umpire Ramesa says not out. So as we said, a lot of pressure being built here. Really eventful over thus far. Hossain at the top of his mark comes in once again. Really good over served up there by Akil Hossain. Getting the wicket, but unfortunately he overstepped. Merry Boys are 111 for 5. Both batsmen signaling to the dressing room they're going to require their helmets because it's the pace of Anderson Phillip to return.
Phillip aggressively throwing that one back to Nares after picking it up on the return. We see Phillip aggressively throwing that one back to Nares. We see Phillip into the attack here at the media centre and replacing Jagasar. He's into his 5th over, 2 wickets, 23 runs. Will be looking for a wicket for his team. That's a short delivery. Nares pulling his hands away, not making the same mistake as the first inning against Cruikshank. "21 overs bowled here at the Queen's Park Oval. A further 2 hours and 30 minutes left in today's play. the last day of this 2-day game. 44 overs left, but probably will not get all of them in, so the Queen's Park outfit needs to bowl Merry Boys out under the total or very little bit over. Naris playing through the covers, fielded by Raja, gets it into Alexis. Philip, a young, fit fast bowler, can bowl as many overs as you want of him on the trot. Has done very well for Trinidad and Tobago this year, picking up 28 wickets. He seemed to be the go-to man and starts off the innings well for Trinidad and Tobago. It's time. Naris walking across and flicking that one to the fine leg, picked up by Jagasa. Will only be one. He moves on to 13, a number that many people in cricket will not want to be on. Philip at the top of his mark. Harris facing. Outside the off stump. Is there an edge? The umpire says not out. Oh no, he gives him. It took umpire Wilson a while, but he's gone in the end. There sees the back of Harris. He goes for 14. Queen's Park get rewarded for some consistent bowling. Just as we thought Merry Boys were going to change things around. Harris goes. Let's hear from Michael.
Well, a really inspired bowling change there by Captain Justin Gillen. Somewhat against the run of play. The two spinners had things relatively tight, but Gillen, wanting something to happen, called on his big quick to come back in and give him a big effort here. And it's only taken him 4 deliveries to strike gold for the Queen's Park unit. Merry Boys just 4 second innings wickets left in the hut, and the experienced Harris has to depart for 14. And we see Nathaniel McDavid now striding out to the wicket. He will have the weight of the world on his shoulders, trying to bat out the rest of today's play, with partner Nares on the other end. Really good second innings spell here by Anderson Phillip. He's gotten 3 scalps already to his name.
Excellent stuff here from Phillip. As the Queen's Park men would say, rent money paid with those 3 wickets. He will want more though. He's definitely been the pick of the bowlers here for the Queen's Park outfit in this second inning, picking up 3 scalps. Two deliveries remain in his 5th over. McDavid, the youngster, formerly played for Caljak Sports Club in the central area of Trinidad and Tobago. First delivery, that's a Yorker, digged out by McDavid. And the umpires call over. Hossain continuing from the Brian Lara Pavilion end. Naris would have the weight of his team on his shoulders as he is on 13, and he will look to build a partnership here with McDavid, who's not a slouch with the bat at all. He can handle his end. In comes Hossain. Played off the back foot. Well fielded. There's a mix-up. He's gone. That's the end of Naris. Another run out. Excellent fielding from Cruikshank. The men are running around him because they know that is an odd thing for him to do. Naris is on the floor in shame. That's the end of the batsman. Merry Boys are 7 down. This could see the end of the day for the men from Diego Martin. With just 3 wickets remaining, McDavid holds his head in shame. A big mix-up there. That's the second one of the inning. They always say the team that gets the most run-outs wins the game. A disappointing end to the game for his batting side from Naris. He would have wanted to do more for his team, the Canadian under-19 international. Nonetheless, Queen's Park would be happy with that one. Just needing 3 wickets while Merry Boys trail by 80 runs. It looks like a hard task for them.
So we notice Nares is almost back to the dressing room, and the new batsman is yet to come to the crease. He has to be careful not to be called time out here, whoever he may be. And we see the Parkites having a double strike there, really setting Merry Boys back. Merry Boys not doing themselves any favors one bit, having 2 run-outs in the second innings. Complete miscommunication there by McDavid and Nares. Seems to be Uthman Muhammad coming out to meet Nathaniel McDavid. 2 brand new batsmen at the crease, with McDavid only facing the 1 solitary delivery and Muhammad yet to face.
Once again, we see Merry Boys was looking good at a point in time with Harris and Naris, but both of them are back in the hut. Naris, the latter to get dismissed, run out by Darren Cruikshank. Very well fielded by him, diving down to his right, picking up and throwing into keeper Alexis. Great stuff there on his part. Uthman, I'm not sure what his tactics would be, if he would be looking to hit the big one or block it out for his team. Looking at how Merry Boys have been batting today and in the first inning, we will have to see. Muhammad finally makes it to the wicket, putting his gloves on, already took his mark, and he's ready to face Hossain. Well played. He's somebody who can hold his bat. In is Hossain once more. Long forward. Big appeal, but not out early, says by the umpire.
That one, the faster arm ball there, but clearly going down leg. Not much of an appeal by the wicketkeeper or supporting fieldsman. Akil would have been appealing solitarily there. This one is heaved over long off. Gets the boundary. Akil holds his head in despair. I noticed that he just moved John Ross Jagasa a bit more to his left. If he had been left in the initial position, he would have taken that catch easily. Good shot to get off the mark, however, by Uthman Mohammed, playing with a straight bat. Final delivery in his over. Played back up against along the pitch.
We would see Anderson Phillip walking to his mark to hand the umpire's cap. He will be looking to add his 4th scalp to the scorebook. We see McDavid on strike. Will be interesting to see his approach to this inning. Queen's Park just needing 3 wickets to win outright here on the 2nd day and only 2-day game against Queen's Park Cricket Club and Merry Boys Sports Club from Diego Martin. Anderson Phillip once more. Pulls from McDavid, should just be one, fielded by Jagasav. Good fielding there. Got around the boundary swiftly. He gets off the mark. Should be a good contest here between Uthman Mohammed, a fast bowler himself. He will not want to give his counterpart his wicket. Well played. Playing a bit around the pad, has to be a bit careful there. Thrown in by Pear. Luckily Raja is backing up the bowler's end. Three slips and a gully, a backward point. Cover mid-on, mid-wicket, and a fine leg. Anderson Phillip to Mohammed. That one shaping away nicely. Would have to be very good to nick that one. Shaped late away from the right-hander. Good signs here for Phillip. That is not a decision. Uthman Mohammed goes. That one looked plumb LBW, although he said he got bat. Either way, he got run out. Signaled out at the non-striker's end and the square leg umpire's end. So that sees the 8th wicket go for Merry Boys. They are in some trouble.
Absolutely no doubt about that one. Uthman Mohammed caught on the crease there, beaten for pace, hit right in front of his stumps, but nowhere around. Excellent bowling here by Anderson Phillip, mixing his lengths perfectly. So Queen's Park ramping towards victory here. They just require another 2 wickets. Maryboy still 75 runs, in the red. Miguel Mahabir will see what he can do to assist his team's chances, but the forecast looks very bleak.
News around the country is Victoria versus Central Sports. Central Sports 85 for 2, and Comets versus Power Gen. Comets require 156 more runs in 2 hours and 8 minutes with 9 wickets in hand. So a close one in that game that will decide second and third between Queen's Park and Comets. The points will be very, very close there. Akil Hossain continuing. McDavid swinging. Out is Jeremy Solozano. Bit of a misjudgment, but he's a safe pair of hands, and he gets him. Akil Hossain gets his first wicket of the match, of the inning, sorry. Merry Boys in some trouble, and in comes Atiba Alert, the last wicket for this Merry Boys outfit. A great catch there by Jeremy Solozano. McDavid goes for 9, 125 for 9. We see a bit of a blunder there from the Merry Boys batsmen, not needing that. They need to knock off the deficit first, but although they have given up already.
And again, we speak about match awareness and being able to read the situation of the game, and very, very poor cricket here being showed by Nathaniel McDavid, swinging for the hills, 3 consecutive deliveries, eventually just looking like he wanted to get out, eventually holding out to the mid-wicket boundary by Jeremy Solozano, taking a good catch on the boundary there, picking the ball out of the sky. The sun is out in all its glory here, so that's a really, really good catch. Judged it perfectly, and Merry Boys really staring down the barrel of defeat now. Queen's Park just require 1 wicket left for victory.
This defeat would sum up Merry Boys' league season. Started off on a 3-game losing streak. Brought it back a little bit, but still now in defeat here at the Queen's Park Oval. Hossain, I think he would be leaving that last wicket for Anderson Phillip.
Anderson Phillip to continue. He'll be bowling to Atiba Alert. Fast bowler versus fast bowler. And there we see an acrobatic stop there by Nicholas Alexis. Excellent half stop there by Alexis. Short ball being served up by Anderson Phillip. That one seemed to clocked in at over 90 miles an hour there on the speedometer.
I would like for you to show me the speedometer, Michael. I want to know where it is. But a decent grab there by Nicholas Alexis. It's definitely saved 4 buys under his figures. Alert just backing away, looking to pull that one. Not successful. Anderson Phillip seems to be cranking it up in these few overs. Trying to get that 5th wicket. Trying to double up on that rent money. He continues from the media center end to Atiba Alert. Got off the mark with a beauty of a straight drive. No mid-off in place. Helped himself to 4 runs. Oh, ducking out of that one. Seems to be picking and choosing the right ones that he wants to go after. The Queen's Park boys would want to get this wicket over and done with so they can go and celebrate the newly promoted Premier 2 champions, Queen's Park Cricket Club 2. They are in the Carib stand enjoying themselves after a hard-fought victory over at CIC grounds against Trinidad and Tobago Prison Service. Continuing is Phillip to Alert. That's going to take some catching from Webster. He's not going to reach it. Unlucky there, but they get 2 in the end. 2 runs to Alert, 131 for 9. That's the end of the 26th over. Four o'clock here at the Queen's Park Oval and all over Trinidad and Tobago. Teams would be either winning or losing. We are seeing Merry Boys fighting for a chance to stay up in the Premiership division, hoping that Central Sports can beat Victoria.
That one peeling off the outer half of the bat. Batsman crossover for 2. Easy. Oh, it's gone all the way to the boundary, is it? So Mahabir getting off the mark with a streaky stroke there. Akil Hossain will be motivated there, getting the outer half of the bat. Justin Gillen in slip, patiently awaiting. Hossain comes in, he's wide of the crease once more, angling into the batsman, and this is short. Cuts away by Mahabir. Anderson Phillip is in hot pursuit. He is unable to cut it off. Mahabir with back-to-back boundaries here. Cutting the deficit now to only 53 runs. Mahabir probably batting for promotion. These teams will feature shortly in the T20 Festival tournament held by the Trinidad and Tobago Cricket Board. I believe that starts on Wednesday. Akil Hossain wide of the crease once more. Again, he is cutting. This time, he finds the man on the point region, Anderson Phillip. He tidies up. Pleasant good afternoon to umpire Avinash Narain, who has just joined us on the live stream. Excellent local umpire. Again, the outer half of the bat being found. Passing just to the right of Justin Gillen. No attempt being made there to catch that delivery. Mary Boys now on to 140 for 9. 10 runs adrift of that bonus batting point.
They were in the same position in the first inning where they needed just 4 runs for that bonus batting point, but a loss in concentration saw their last wicket fall and fall 4 runs short of that milestone. But 10 runs they need now. Hussain is into alert, flighted up, and no run. Forward defense caught the inside edge. We see that silly mid-off come into a second slip. With 1 ball remaining in the 27th over, Hussain would be looking to get this 10th wicket of the Merry Boys outfit. Flighting that one up, trying to entice Alert to go over the top. That's the end of the over. 140 for 9. Phillip has 4 wickets. He would be looking to get that 5th wicket in this over and close out this game with an outright victory to Queen's Park Cricket Club. A great big rivalry here, the Battle of the West.
Some call it the El Clasico of the Premiership 1 division. Merry Boys versus Queen's Park. Not sure which team is Real Madrid or Barcelona.
At this point, Barcelona is definitely Queen's Park Cricket Club, but it's been back and forth over the years. Queen's Park has won, Merry Boys has won, but today the Queen's Park outfit have outplayed these Merry Boys players.
No matter the result between these two teams, we definitely have to tip our hats to the players with providing us with loads of entertainment. Miguel Mahabir faces up to Anderson Phillip. Not sure how many times he would have faced a bowler of Phillip's speed or class. He'll be doing his best to keep him out.
And before we don't get the chance to, we would like to thank Amrit Jadu for giving his time every single weekend for free here to stream all Queen's Park Cricket Club's home games and bring the entertainment to your homes comfortable in your bed. Please watch out for those T20 games on Wednesday, will be streamed as well. A big thank you to him. Continuing here, Anderson Phillip looking for that 5th wicket. The Merry Boys aren't giving it to him easily.
Definitely a big thank you there for Amrit Jadu, providing his equipment and his time and expertise to the Queen's Park team. These services are definitely invaluable. Phillip now passes the umpire, and this is
As we see Akil Hussain continuing from the Brian Lara Pavilion end. Taking a bit long to get this last wicket. Merry Boys need 6 runs for that bonus batting point. They would need that so ever so much, and that's going to help them even more through the legs of Alexis. 4 byes, that is. So the Merry Boys just need 2 runs for that all-important 150 to get that bonus batting point. They need to be smart about it. Flight up, and that's 1 run down to long on. Webster, the fielder. Alert moves on to 7. Mahabir is on 13. A number he can ask Naris about, who unfortunately got run out. Mahabir to continue batting here for Merry Boys. They need 1 run. Hosang passes the umpire, tosses it up, defended away by Mahabir. Will be quite tough for the Merry Boys batsmen, but we know nothing is impossible, as 2 weeks ago we saw Akil Hussain and John Ross Jagisar put on 149 for the last wicket to beat FCB Clark Road on first innings, where it looked like nothing was going to happen for the Queen's Park team. Out of nowhere, those two brought the game home. Akil Hussain 151 not out, and John Ross Jagisar 51 not out. As we have some news from Barakpur, Central Sports going from 81 for 1 to 99 for 5. So a bit of a collapse there for the Central Sports team. Victoria will be looking for an outright victory to jump over Merry Boys and send the Digger Martin based Giants Merry Boys down into the Premier 2 division.
So definitely no fast bowlers union here between Philip and Alert. Two short deliveries being served up here by Philip. That looked like the shot of an opening batsman driving through the mid-on region is Atiba Alert, and the Merry Boys unit get that all-important bonus point as we see Terrence Hines retrieving the ball from the mid-on boundary. TKR player Terrence Hines.
As Michael said, that ever so important point for Merry Boys in the relegation battle. But in is Philip again. Short once more. That one is a wide delivery. Moves the score to 154. Queen's Park need to get this last wicket. The boys will want to go in the hut and relax after a long 2 days. Philip comes back over the wicket to Alert. Not shy of the full delivery, not playing at the short ones this inning. In comes Philip. Wide outside, a heave from Alert, but misses, taken by Alexis.
Alert throwing everything at that delivery, everything and the kitchen sink. Can't help but feel that Anderson Phillip is just one delivery away from sticking the nail in the coffin here for the Merry Boys unit. As he runs past umpire Wilson, and this is short and wide again. Alert unable to make contact there. Slower delivery attempted there by Anderson Phillip. That one just being pushed down the leg side. 30 overs are now complete. Merry Boys are 154 for 9. This 10th wicket putting on 29 runs thus far. And here we see a bowling change from the Brian Lara Pavilion end. John Ross Jagasa re-enters the attack. He has bowled 6 overs, gotten 1 wicket for 25 runs thus far. This 10th wicket partnership, the second best partnership for Merry Boys in this second innings.
You can see where Merry Boys fell short in this game. Partnerships are very hard to come by in these 2 innings that they have put down. Queen's Park showed them how to do it. Their first 5 wickets all getting over 30, some even more.
clear, aggressive intent there by Miguel Mahabir. The field very well spread for John Ross Jaggers, all as if this is a T20 international being played here at the Queen's Park Oval. He is opening the face, guiding it down to the point region. No run being scored, so we have a long on, a long off, deep mid wicket, backward square leg, all for the off break bowler. This one is tossed up down the leg side. Captain Gillen is in pursuit. I don't think he'll be able to rein this one in, and 4 leg byes being signaled there. Thirty-three runs now, this 10-wicket partnership. Tied for the best partnership of the innings. Just goes to show, once you have a bit of application, the runs will come. Mahabir turns this onto the onside. All along the ground, Jeremy Solazano cleans up. Mahabir, he moves on to 14. He has faced 20 deliveries thus far. Brings Atiba Alert onto strike. He has 11 from 17. Alert is flashing at this one outside the off stump, makes no contact. Alexis collects. Chagasa into Alert. He'll be spinning the ball back into the right-hander. He's content to play defensively back along the pitch. Just to run through the scorecard very quickly for you here, Mary Boys in their second turn of the crease. Mario Belcon, he was dismissed for 5. Peterson Francois could only get to 4. Ronaldo Sami got to 18. Amir Jangu, the only batsman to really impress in this second innings as well as the first innings, he got to 37. Hakeem Mitchell, he made 6. Rashad Harris had a patient 14 at the crease. We have Nares being run out for 13. Nathaniel McDavid holding out to mid-wicket for 9. And Uthman Mohammed being adjudged LBW to Anderson Phillip for 4. So batsmen 10 and 11 putting on the best partnership for the innings thus far, scoring some 34 runs. Queen's Park wouldn't want to be complacent now as Anderson Phillip runs in past the bowler. He has 4 wickets and is just deposited for 4 at the point region. Miguel Mahabir does seem to have a touch of class about him here. He is now the joint top second scorer for the Mary Boys team, batting at number 10. 163 for 9, Mary Boys. Phillip in pursuit of his 5th wicket of the innings. And a carbon copy there. Another boundary being hit by Miguel Mahabir. Carbon copy of the previous delivery.
Yeah, some easy bowling here by Anderson Phillip, of really being too predictable, and Mahabir cashing in on those wide deliveries to the boundary. He moves on to 22. The deficit is now 25. Queen's Park will not want to have to bat again. So Anderson Phillip will continue to try and get his 5th wicket of the inning. How's that is asked, and it's not out, says umpire Wilson.
Game, set, match. Queen's Park, the Parkites ramped to victory here by an innings and 24 runs. Mary Boys all out for 168. Anderson Phillip, the pick of the bowlers, he finishes with 5 for 49. Excellent clinical victory here by the Queen's Park outfit. We'll have to wait and see if this victory is enough to catapult the Parkites into second place of the Premier 1 League, as Comets are currently locked into battle with Powergen. Really excellent top delivery there by Anderson Phillip, angling in and just pitching and hitting the top of off there. Alert didn't know much about that one.
That's the end, folks, at the Queen's Park Oval. Queen's Park with outright victory over Mary Boys inside these 2 days of cricket. Once again, please subscribe, click the bell icon for the T20s coming up. Thank you to Amrit Jadu once more giving his time. Much appreciated. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace out. Please subscribe to All Things Cricket on YouTube.
Hello?
Thanks to